Today to all of you. Very good morning to all the audience from India, and good afternoon for the esteemed audience from the Australian region. My name is Sairam. I run the global marketing for Signity. It is my pleasure to be hosting the webinar today. What looks a very enriching session. Basically, what we're going to cover is the ability to leverage the powerful component-based test automation framework from SAP. While that said, today's enterprises, while they grapple to meet modern day challenges of ensuring impeccable software quality is ensured, needless to say, the ability to reach the market faster with reliable software is the need of the hour. I'm very proud to share the fact that we have two eminent thought leaders, both from Signity and SAP, who will be sharing their thoughts, perspectives, and practical experiences of how and why and what is SAP CBTA, and also some of the practical experiences that we've had in doing extreme automation in ensuring enterprise-grade SAP-based applications have world-class software quality. It is my privilege to introduce Sumit Sahni, Asia Pacific Japan Head and ATS Managed Testing Services and IT Operations from SAP, based out of Australia. Along with him, Raghu Kravidi, Global Vice President and Delivery Head at Signity. Both of them have been in the industry close to 2 decades. Each of them have been running world-class application software quality management, global program management exercises. Veterans with global enterprises, which have been mentioned there. More importantly, both of them carry one single ethos to put the customer at the center, where software quality is of their paramount focus. That said, I would also like to take a couple of minutes to introduce Signity. Before that, it is on behalf of Signity, we thank our privileged partner, SAP. SAP doesn't need introduction, the global leaders that we all know, and it is our privilege to be partnering with them today. With that said, today, global enterprises count Signity as their trusted partner in ensuring world-class software quality is delivered. That is reflected in the testimony from the leading analyst mentions that we've had garnered from the likes of Gartner, Forrester, Nelson Hall, and consistent mentions that we've had in the Magic Quadrant and the leading testing analyst reports that many of these global analyst firms have been writing. The centerbed of Signity's approach to world-class software application delivery is the IP-led applications that we build in based on our Blue Swan proprietary software testing platform. Globally, with more than 400 customers, and I'm very proud to tell that our Australia-New Zealand client base with more than 45 clients today is one of the fastest growing segments of us. With that said, today as an organization, we are 2,200 plus, 1,800 of them are focused software testers, and we are the world's second largest independent software testing services company. And of late, our focus has been more on quality engineering in terms of ensuring world-class dev test ops services are delivered with a consistent focus on digital assurance as forward-looking service offerings. And we also take a very advisory and transformation view while we advise leading organizations in terms of orchestrating their software testing strategies for business leadership. We are the world's first independent testing organization to be assessed at CMMI level 5. And today we partner with globally 40 to 45 of leading tool vendors in terms of accelerating our clients' test automation journeys. One of the key partnerships that we've orchestrated is the relation with SAP, which is helping us to cross-share our best practices in terms of ensuring enterprise-grade SAP applications are tested, well automated, and released to the market. With that said, I would now leave to the esteemed speakers to share their insights. All I can tell is the component-based test automation framework, which is a free built-in as part of the SAP's release manager. Coupled with that, time-tested Signity's 2,200 plus pre-automated test scripts as part of our Velocita, the accelerator for SAP, make it an awesome combination for global enterprises looking to test automate their SAP-based application stack. I would now welcome both Sumit and Raghu to take it forward, and I hope this will be an enriching session. Thank you. Yeah, Sumit, over to you. I hope you're set and we can take it forward. while we meet with the presenter, I'm also requesting the audience that if you have questions, feel free to type the video and then open, and then answering those and move forward. Sumit, are you set?
Hello, can you hear me out?
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh,
Sumit,
okay.
all is yours now. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I didn't see that I am on mute. Sorry for that. And I would like to welcome all the people who are attending this seminar, this webinar. And one thing I would like to start with, going a couple of steps back, is why testing and why automation becomes so critical. That too, when the report analysts from Gartner and Forrester are talking about things like digitalization. And as per their assessment, 80% of the CEOs will have digitalization in the center of their strategy.
Sorry, Sumit, sorry
Hello?
to interrupt. You may want to go to full screen mode.
I'm in a full screen mode.
Okay, please go ahead.
It's not full screen?
Yeah, we can see the dashboard which is there. If you want to minimize the dashboard. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Okay, just to thanks, Apoorv. So when the CEOs are talking about digitalization, what does that mean to a CIO? That means they need to go on cloud, because that is the only way they can go to digitalization. They need to be lean and mean at their on-premise things. And when we are talking about cloud, the CIOs want the business application product companies or the service providers to provide them a subscription model. That means they don't want to have a heavy IT organization sitting in their premises, because everything is becoming a shared services model, and they want to run their core business. And when we are talking about a subscription model, that means that they want end-to-end SaaS model. And when we are talking about end-to-end SaaS model, with the complexity of getting the patches every month, whether it is SAP SuccessFactors, it's Workday, it is S4HANA, Ariba, all these logistics, customer HCM functionalities, every month they would be releasing the patches. And in cloud environment, they have to go to the latest and greatest patch. And testing will become critical, because it needs to be tested. It's not like an iPhone where everything is standardized. Every customer has a unique way of doing the business. They have their own customizations, their own complexities, which needs to be tested. And with earlier, or I would say earlier era, which is 2016 or much earlier, there were upgrades which were going for a year or so. We had a long time where we could do 6 or 8 months of testing, but now with 2 or 3 days of testing, which is required because they need to run their business, it becomes imperative for them to look at how they can run those testing effectively using automation. So these are the challenges. If you see, they were there. Only the details are changing with the dynamic times. Business continuity, with each patch coming every month for different softwares, business applications, there are different release times. The business needs to run through IT. That means the business continuity. You need to keep the lights on. So that means you are changing the tires of a fast-running car when it is running. That means you need to make sure that any incident fixes, any change requests which are coming, or any patches are coming, they are applied over the weekend and tested overnight, and in the morning when the people come, they can run their business. Resource dependency is another thing. They don't want to have heavy organizations, a lot of people in their premises doing it, and especially for testing, they would not like to have it. They want a subscription SaaS model from each organization as a shared services model. So they want people, whenever they are required for 2 days of testing, they come, maybe 3 people or 30 people do the testing, go and come back when and as and when it is required. Everything thing is with IoT, if you see IoT, nothing but it's end-to-end integration of the devices, and it's an automated way of doing the thing. So automation is a key. Though in testing it has been spoken about for the last couple of decades, but it becomes much more relevant with faster deployment strategies. Reusability of assets. Nobody wants to have the test assets being written every time because of the time constraint, because of the money constraint. So they want the reusability of the assets. They want the frameworks to be used which are easily adaptable, easily integrated, because each company is talking about certain automation frameworks which work with certain applications or UIs, but may not be integrated with other tools. So it's always a dichotomy for customer where to invest, where not to invest, and what makes where the ROI would be. So with these kind of customer challenges, with business continuity, resource dependency, and reusability of assets, automation becomes very, very relevant in today's market. So if we see, it's not only a tool is just an enabler of your processes. So what it makes sense, if we see at a real customer scenario, they have a business as usual, which is they are into run phase or support phase. Then in their verticals, maybe the HR practice wants a success factors or Workday, the procurement wants their Ariba or SRM, so they have their own initiatives which entail into IT projects. So they are continuously running through the projects. So each project nowadays does not have a liberty to have their own practices, own processes. So what it makes sense for a customer is to establish standardize, and standardization is the word which is mantra nowadays. So they need to have a standardized processes for their testing also. If a project A or B or C is running, they should have the same processes, and those processes should be supported through the same tools. So in short, they need to have a center of excellence for testing also, either in-house or outsource, where each and every project has a transparent way of controlling the quality, and testing is equal to controlling the quality. Customers now want outcomes-based services with the KPIs. As we are moving ahead in life, the KPIs are becoming very stringent. We don't have a liberty to have time and material kind of projects. Customer always want an outcome. If the outcome is there, we'll get our paychecks, else not, to be honest. They want effective and efficient way of doing the testing, because they will not be giving you a budget for having hundreds of people doing the testing for each project. It does not make any sense. So they want a lean and mean way of having effective and efficient testing, and which is important. And that is the reason we are focusing more on automation nowadays. Reusability of assets and updating the library as it goes. Can we have an integrated platform? Does my automation framework supports a way where I can maintain it overnight, and in the morning I can run the scripts? And also, there should not be a resource dependency, because a resource dependency that I need full-time resources, which may not be possible. So I need a process which is independent of resources. I need tools which can support those processes. Automation is key for that. And then we come with the resource independence. I don't want the same resources, because I would need resources for 2 days, and next time I may need resources for another 5 days, but same resources will not be there. It's a SaaS model where the company needs to provide services in a subscription model, end-to-end. That means deployment to run, and that is the reason your process architecture becomes very critical, very relevant. And then once you have a very transparent, scalable process, then you need to have tools which can support those processes. So if you see, and this is like CBTA is a SAP, and I'm from SAP, so I would like to only talk about SAP. And if you see the majority of the companies, I would say 90% of the major companies have SAP in their landscape. They may be having a hybrid landscape, and I would say Raghu will touch upon like how we can support hybrid landscape even through CBTA. So if we see from SAP and sitting from a product and development organization. So I'm from product and development organization. I know the roadmap which is being charted out for each and application, and so for solution manager. And solution manager is the only way where SAP is providing you a platform to operationally run your applications. So if you see in Solution Manager Test Suite, it is a lot has gone inside. The CBT is matured. All your functionalities from your process documentation till your testing and even incident management have been integrated. So the test suite now in Solution Manager 7.2 supports your manual and automated test. Automation is of no use till the time I don't have the impact through each and every change. So we do have impact change analyzer, which is integrated to your CBTA, your automation framework, where I get what changes are going to go, and changes are going to be two types. One is positive change. I want this change to be there because my business is moving or I'm upgrading. And second is negative change. That is a break. So it at least tells you what are the positive changes which are coming. And through different field and features, we come to know which are the automation scripts which are going to get impacted. And once I know which areas are going to get impacted, I'm better prepared to maintain them and then run them. With open framework, I would say it's an open framework, CBTA, where the integration to the other tools is possible, so we can achieve higher degree of automation. So automation needs to be end-to-end. That means I'm starting a business process from a non-SAP application, going into SAP, coming out and going into SAP, but the automation tools in an integrated fashion should be able to test end-to-end everything. Second thing is, which is important, why we are emphasizing on Solution Manager CBTA things is, we are not running the customer is not going to test the software. It is already tested by SAP. As standard, if you implement it, nothing is going to break. But unfortunately, or looking at the complexities, each customer goes with some developments, some customizations, because their business is unique. So we need to have an integration of our business scenarios to our process libraries to my test cases to my automated scripts, and then to defects. So in case I'm raising a defect, running an automated test case, I should be able to understand if there is a failure, which processes are going to get impacted. So this entire seamless integration is possible through Solution Manager. There are other tools, but end-to-end, there is no other tool, I would say. IBM Rational or HP, their suite does not provide end-to-end integration to such an extent. With Test Suite, you can test, and with a CBTA framework, it can support SAP and non-SAP applications, whether it is a business suite. S4HANA is a new buzzword, and every customer is trying to adapt to S4HANA, mostly on cloud. And also, when we are going to cloud, there are non-SAP applications also, maybe on-premise or maybe on public cloud, and the entire automation is possible leveraging Solution Manager capabilities. So it's not only for SAP. With an extensions, we can test end-to-end, starting from non-SAP to SAP. And at the end of the day, it's a single source of truth for your process documentation, your quality control, your project control, your testing, and even for operations. So this is more pictorial diagram, like the upper side talks about if I have a fresh project which is going, a customer is going greenfield for a particular application. So we have process documentation where we have processes documented, modeling done. We have steps which are totally integrated to your test cases. And these test cases can be manual and later can be automated. And then you can have your testing lifecycle, which is creating a test plan, managing the test, executing it automatically, and then having some analytical reports. So this is end-to-end cycle. The complexity comes when there is an upgrade going on, when the patches are coming. So there are functionalities which are like change impact analysis, which can provide you the estimation of testing prior to doing an upgrade, even starting the upgrade, even clicking a button for upgrade. So you know what effort you need? What are the areas which are going to change? And overnight, you cannot change your test scripts. You cannot have tons of manual testers available. The only thing you can do is to have a framework which provides you a component-based testing, that small components. And once you know there is a positive change which is going to impact my test cases, is it possible to change those in a shorter time, or in testing language, I would say, is it possible to have least possible maintenance? So CBTA framework provides that, and it also integrates to your BPCA, which is further optimizing your scope for testing. And CBTA framework, not only your automation framework in Solution Manager not only supports your CBTA, but has a capability of integrating it to HP UFT. Earlier it was QTP, your Worksoft Certify, and other automation tools like IBM Rational and other things. That means with this framework, you can have end-to-end coverage of all the applications with all the UIs possible, which is whether it is your web client, whether it is SAP UI, Fiori, other things. So each and every UI is now possible and can be supported using this framework. For SAP application, CBTA, I would say, is must. And if you are in a hybrid landscape, you can still leverage your UFT or Certify, whatever software the customer has, and integrate and provide them a unique platform which is integrated to your solution documentation, your process modeling, till your ticketing and change request, which no other tool would be able to do it. Just before Raghu gets deep into CBTA, just to give you, like any software, even Solution Manager and CBTA had its own learning curve or maturity curve. We started, it's not a new tool, it's a time-tested with experience. It has been enhanced, so it goes 4 to 5 years back. When we started with CBTA with 7.1, which was previous version of Solution Manager, and it used to support only SAP GUI and CRM web client. CRM was a bit cumbersome because the technology was not that matured, but over a period of time, if you see from 2012 to 2016, now CBTA supports Fiori and nobody uses GUI now. It has to be UI savvy tool. So SAP Fiori is UI for everything, and if not this, SAP UI, BSP, so the UIs have changed, and Solution Manager supports all these UIs, whether it is GUI, SAP UI5, BSP, your HTML pages, your NetWeaver stack, your web DynPro, Java, ABAP, everything. So with time, it has matured. These all things were part of a roadmap. Now I do understand and have an understanding of roadmap, how other applications, newly acquired products like SuccessFactors and Ariba will also be, we will be able to automate using CBTA. But for the time, for now, CBTA provides an open platform, open framework where you can still leverage your UFT, your Work Certify, your IBM Rational, and integrate and provide end-to-end automation testing to the customers. With this, I'll hand it over to Raghu, who will take us through more into CBTA part.
The overall Solution Manager, SAP Solution Manager's benefits and how it provides a singular and unique platform in the context of SAP world, and you also spoke about the extensibility of that in terms of automation with other heterogeneous tools that the clients have in their landscape. I'll take a little bit of step back and introduce CBTA from a more technical sense, if that is okay, and then sort of look at what are the components of CBTA, how we do what we do, and also how CBTA has been evolving, and what were the general challenges that we sort of embarked upon doing test automation using our conventional frameworks. And then we'll go through some case studies and credentials. Okay, so I mean, I'm sure there are people on the call who also have background on test automation. So I mean, when test automation started, it was of two folds, right? One is you wrote code to test the code. That was one way of doing test automation, but that required a little bit of technical background, programming background, and if you're able to write a code to test your own code, then that would sort of take away the manual intervention or eyeballing that was required. It kicked in efficiencies. And the other alternative path was that do a record and play. This was more a non-technical approach, that for testing any application, like an end user, while I'm using the application, I just do a record and play, and then the system records whatever activities that I did, so that when I want to repeat those activities, it just plays, and therefore it also nullified the manual intervention. Both have their own pros and cons, and when CBTA started, as Sumit was mentioning, there was limited support in terms of what UIs it could automate, and hence parallelly in the industry we saw people also adopting QTP, UFT sort of tool stack. They wrote their, which was more keyword driven frameworks were more popular. This again brought in an element of technical automation, but in the background, and those keywords were offered to the business users to stitch their own test cases and test scripts so that they could run it as a more non-technical way. But the problem with that was there were limitations with the amount of keywords that you could use, and if you had to kick in business logic or test logic, then you would have to sort of write your custom keywords, put in a lot of logic in terms of parameterization based on how the business logic worked in the overall business process context. So I think the strength of CBTA has been, I mean, just sitting in the context of SAP environment, it has access to all the SAP components of the software. They have also plugged in the engine of record and play within the overall context, and integrated with a lot of other impact analyzer sort of tool sets that enable it to be a full-fledged solution from within, which we'll talk in a moment. But if you take the topmost part of the slide that you see, for any new SAP solution, as Sumit was mentioning, if it is a plain vanilla installation, it requires no testing or it requires minimal testing so that it fits into your enterprise landscape. But most of the clients, for their business context and their unique way of doing their business, customize it. Now, when the customization happens, there's a necessity to have a business process blueprint so that you know what are the definitions of those business processes, how they flow, what is the workflow involved. All of that is sort of determined and accordingly customized. But that necessarily kicks in test planning, which means that I need to know what has been customized and whether it is still working in the context of overall business landscape, meeting my requirements. And once it is customized, any change that kicks in goes through repeated testing. Right? A test system or environment of sorts is established, and execution follows suit. That is a typical sort of scenario in a greenfield SAP solution implementation or in a customized implementation. Now, if you look at CBTA at a bare principle level, CBTA is a test automation tool that creates modularized scripts, right? So it's as simple as that. But in the context of SAP, a lot of you guys know that it cannot get as simple as that also because of the complexities we just spoke about. So what happens is a user ends up recording and playing a transaction in SAP or as part of the business process in a non-SAP context. Whatever was recorded and played, CBTA ensures that these scripts are stored in a modular format in the Solman world, and throws out two types of components, the screen components and the default components. Now, as most of you know, each screen in SAP has got a T code or a reference number. So this glossary is already there with Solman equipped. So CBTA sitting in Solman has access to that glossary. So it picks up that glossary, looks at what default what parameters, what values you have filled in for various fields on your screen as you recorded and played. The values in the screens are shown as or recorded as default values against the parameters, and the entire test script is stored. Now, if we need to do parameterization of that, because a lot of us know that it's not only with a certain set of data that you need to test your SAP screen, right? You might have to change your values to see for different values whether the functionality is right. In which case, the test data configuration component of CBTA, the TDC, offers you to have these default parameters stored in, and you could add more values so that you can make it more data driven. The whole script is stored in what you see as test composition environment, which means that once you record and play your business process, the test data which I just spoke about, any system data that is collected while the record and play happens, and the modularized test scripts are all stored in this environment. So once it is in the TCE, then of course you can use the TDC to add more data sets, if you will, and the overall TCE environment can then be used to stitch the tests the way you want, and therefore finalize the test configuration. So what it essentially means is you get three things. You get the componentized code for the screens and components that have been recorded and played. You get the test data, and you have the system data. So you can stitch all these three and create the test scripts that eventually match to your requirements, and then finally execute it. So that's the CBTA workflow at large that you see at the middle of the slide. And of course, eventually you would need certain amount of experience using CBTA, but one of the biggest benefits of CBTA, as I alluded at the beginning, is they are within the SAP environment. They have access to the glossary, they have access to the default data, they still run unique engine at the back end. So it offers extensibility, and because SAP is an enterprise-wide software, CBTA is naturally accessible to the SAP business users as well. Because the scripts are modularized, you get the ability to quickly repair any change impact using the BPCA, the Business Process Change Analyzer component of the Solman landscape. And there is a test creation wizard which helps business analysts to even run test scripts. So probably at the beginning, you need somebody with testing mindset and also the legal mindset to sort of create your first CBTA suite, and then maintainability becomes easy, and also the business users using test scripts are also enabled. Therefore, some of the challenges that Sumit spoke about at the beginning, which are speed of testing, making it as non-technical as possible, but still as comprehensive in the landscape of SAP, connecting various tools, is possible using CBTA. Now, if you look at the next slide that is flashed, which is supporting heterogeneous tools in the landscape, it sort of represents the test configuration and its building blocks, the test configuration environment that we saw in the earlier slide. So if you take a business process on the left, in order to cache, as you record and play it and as you traverse through the business processes, the test scripts could be from CBTA, from the native ECAT, or you could also embed UFT based code wherever the other clients, the clients generally having the other tools in their landscape, if they have written custom code that they would just like to leverage rather than dump them and create all of it again, then those scripts can be part of the TCE. I mean, including the latest tools like Worksoft Certify and any other harnesses or custom-made test automation scripts. The composite tests that can be stitched from an end-to-end business process, we could have a non-SAP tool at the beginning of the process, or somewhere in the middle, or somewhere at the end. It could be anyway, right? So I'm going through an SAP business process, and then probably I can, for order management, I have some other tool in my landscape where whatever I've done in SAP is integrated with that order management landscape. So the inventory data is there, sitting there. So we can call and fetch parameters between SAP and those heterogeneous systems, and CBTA supports that. I think that's the biggest general challenge that a lot of us face using heterogeneous tools. We could do extensible coding within the CBTA test scripts that we have, or we could do asynchronous or synchronous way of getting the data between these tools and in the landscape. That's how CBTA covers the whole 9 yards of both SAP systems and non-SAP systems. And as you saw in the earlier slides, from 2012, when CBTA was launched, to the current version in 2016, the number of UI components, the number of SAP components supported in the landscape have increased comprehensively. And therefore, now, if we compare this probably to a few years back versus now, I would say CBTA is more robustly covering the SAP and the non-SAP landscape with its extensible parameters. And the slide next shows you a view of the same which we just spoke, HP UFT, Worksoft Certify, and third-party test automation tools. Apart from the SAP UI technologies that are supported, whether it is SAP GUI or ABAP or any other CRM-based tools, and including the latest Fiori UI of SAP for mobiles. I think a lot of clients on-prem and on cloud, whether it's a cloud-based solution, they have already started using it. It would still require certain amount of coding and certain amount of customization at the beginning, but the fact that there is a direct call or a support or the embedded scripts can be used in the context of Solman's environment, I would say CBTA provides a one-stop solution from that perspective. So with that, I will request Sumit to talk about a couple of case studies where SAP have implemented CBTA, and then I will talk about one, and we'll take it from there. Over to you, Sumit.
Thanks, Raghu. Maybe we can move to the. So lessons learned. Can you see my slides, Raghu, and others?
Not yet, Sumit. I think. Yeah, now it has come.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Raghu. So,
please maximize your screen.
from my side, it is maximized. So,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So probably we need to test it next time. So that shows that testing is important before we go live. Okay. So coming to certain endorsements, I would say fact sheets. There's one thing talking about a concept, and the second thing is have we tested the waters? Have we seen it really doing some wonders at a customer side? So I'm taking one of the customers who are into energy management and automation industry, electrical company, a multinational company having branches, or I would say having presence in more than 60 to 70 countries. So that means they have SAP and hybrid landscape there. So when we started working with the customer, they were implementing SAP solutions. So SAP was there on advisory services only. We were advising since they have multiple vendors. Each country, each continent had their preferred vendors to implement or localize the solution. And each one wanted business to test, so there was a high dependency on business. That means every customer, every time there is something being implemented, the business has to test it. And just to give you a ballpark figure, how much effort was there? Each testing cycle, and they had CRM, SRM, ERP, and any and every SAP tool plus integrations to non-SAP applications. And they had about 350 scenarios which needs to be tested, and each scenario needed 4 to 5 analysts and needed at least 2 to 3 days of work to test one scenario. And you can understand and multiply with 350 how much of testing was required every month. That means the business need to do only testing and nothing else, and that was really pushing them the go lives for their rollouts endlessly. So we started working on the processes. Tools framework, of course, we are talking about CBTA, so CBTA was used. We established a COE for them. We set up the processes which needs to be followed. The baseline on a fundamental on which we were working was automated testing. It could only be possible because we had a parameterized framework like CBTA, where we had the same scripts with different country variants, master data. We could test it overnight, and we could bring that 350 into 3 to 4 days of effort in less than 5 man days of effort. So though we are giving very reasonable or very I would say conservative numbers, they could see 60% of the effort for the testing was reduced, and that is significant for any rollouts. That means you can crush the testing timelines to bare minimum. That was about 40% of the timelines could be reduced. And if we are talking about timelines, just to give you the magnitude of the savings, when the testing time is reduced by 40%, their entire project team, which is localizing for different countries, there also time reduces. So the effort, the amount of savings was multiple with each country. So this could be only possible by putting the processes using CBTA framework, and then realizing this value. This customer has already gone live with most of the countries, and this is what is the projected number which was shared with their management, and we are going to support them for coming years. Another one, natural resource customer. It's more into natural resources, digging, excavating, and getting metals and minerals. So again, the same pain point, no common testing process, multiple projects, each country, each solution or each line of business having their own projects. no understanding after each project whether there are test cases available, dependency on business user, and with aggressive timelines and to go lives, the production was into mess. That every time there was build going into the productive system, there were a lot of issues, which means that the regressions were leaking. What we could do again, did the same thing, repeated. Created a COE for them, established the processes, tools, framework, again with solution manager, incubate automated testing, build assets which they could run on their own, and we could see at the end of, and like I said, every customer now wants outcome-based approach. Like at the end, what dollar value I'm going to save, how much I'm going to save. So we could see 30% of their efforts could be reduced by automation, and the 40% of the cost was reduced because of the blended rates, and also because of automation, where the automation could run out of India for a multinational company on the weekends, and the morning when they're coming, they could see the functional consultants in each country could see what are the areas where we could identify the defects, so they were not waiting during the day for somebody to test, but actually in the morning they had actionable items where they could really go and start working on resolving those defects. So there is a lot which can be brought into effectiveness and efficiency by using tools like CBTA, which provides you end-to-end platform for automation, and there are going to be billions of dollars which can be saved by having those processes and these tools working on those processes. So these are the two recent customers where we have used this kind of processes framework for testing, and we have the lessons learned. We have endorsements that okay, this tool is not theoretically working, but practically it is applicable, and we have customers where we are using it, and the customers are using this more productively now. And they have a confidence that they can adapt to the cloud, because they know that they don't need a longer durations of testing, and they're pretty much confident in going and investing into more digitalization and cloud adoption. So Raghu, the next one is yours.
Sure. Thank you. So I think this is one case study where we implemented for a digital imaging solution company. So the requirement was they were in their SAP landscape, and the specific requirement was they didn't want to look at any other alternative tools for test automation because they're already invested into SAP. So the request was whether we can use CBTA and prove to them that we can do the test automation end-to-end for their business processes. But when we went in, the business processes were also, the blueprints were not there, or were not the right ones in terms of modeling. Then the test coverage was an issue. The current test coverage was not 100%. If I recollect, it was in the order of 50 to 60%. And some defects were still thrown up after the testing was completed, and there were also issues with Solman in the way it was configured and installed at the client's place. The RFC files were not properly configured, and more importantly, the organization was not matured in the test automation journey. They had lack of skills, and hence when they knew that CBTA was part of the overall landscape, and they sort of asked us to step in and help them in their test automation. So we helped them set up CBTA as a first step, train them on what it means and how the modular test scripts will help them, and we also sort of help them translate their business requirements into a formal blueprint of the business processes that are relevant to them. Got a sign off on their blueprints, and then started writing test cases matching to their blueprint. Got a sign off on the coverage, and we ensured that the test coverage was taken up to 100%. Of course, it took 1 or 2 iterations for us to get there. Once the test coverage was 100%, then we used CBTA, automating their business processes and scenarios, and sort of again went into a review mode with the client, trained their business users how to sort of test it going forward. And we did this in, again, both the on-site and an offshore model. And as Smith was mentioning, that allowed us a 24/7 sort of a view in terms of blueprint design happening, test cases being written, and test execution getting recorded, and test execution being performed. So that was round the clock sort of an exercise. And finally, we could prove back to them that the overall regression testing from a manual standpoint to automation, we straight showed them a reduction of about 30% cost, and the reusability of the modularized scripts that are given out by CBTA also reduced the testing effort, or the test design effort, if you will, by 45%. That to us meant seeing CBTA in action on the ground, producing results without help of any other test automation tools in the landscape that the client had. Overall, I also want to give you a glimpse of the overall SAP testing practice at Cigniti in terms of people. We have functional consultants and experienced professionals with SAP certifications. So, as all of you would agree, testing in SAP world would require a reasonable amount of knowledge of how and what of SAP terminology and the business processes behind it. And we also bring in industry focus because we also understand that each of these ERP systems, specifically in this context, SAP, has got its standard business processes, which are industry specific and industry agnostic. So all the modules that you see on the screen, we provide coverage, and not only automation, other non-functional testing in the context of SAP environment, be it performance testing, be it security testing, and given now the heterogeneous landscape, the non-performance testing bears more significance. We also look at test data management, which is another pain point in a typical testing cycle. From a test accelerator standpoint, we bring in pre-built accelerators for SAP, which is drawn from our experience working with various clients and the standard business processes relevant to that particular industry. If in the least, it provides a very good jump start in reducing test design efforts. It also helps build traceability right from the start, and therefore also limits the effort that is required for customization. And of course, based on our experience, we also bring in best practices both on the test automation front and general SAP testing as well. So that's in brief our partnership with SAP and what kind of expertise we bring to the table in the SAP world.
I think quite an insightful both in terms of how we leverage to solve some of the enterprise engineering problems. Are there questions on the chat window that we can look at? Let's see if there are any questions that have popped up. Yeah, so thank you. Looks like there is a question. Yeah, so the asker is Firoz, but I'm unable to see the question though. So let's do this one. So we would request any of the questions that you might have email to marketing@cigniti.com, and we would be very glad to have them answered. As part of our standard practice, the webinar would be hosted on our website all the registered attendees would get a copy of that in terms of the recorded session. And needless to mention, both the thought leaders, Raghu and Sumit, are available on social media to be connected with, and we would look forward to have more insights shared. I see a question now from Shikalgar. Is there any comparative analysis between CBTA and other tools? Sumit, do you want to take this question? We could probably do this and anything else one more.
Comparative, yes, there are comparisons which they are not published by SAP, but we do internal comparison before investing into the future roadmap. There are comparisons. If you see, that is there were gaps in 2012. UFT was more application agnostic, but now coming to 2016, we have bridged that. We have a proper gap analysis matrix available. We have comparison already done with best of the breed of the tools. It's not published by SAP, and looking at SAP, we never publish it for any applications. If you see, we don't compare ourselves with Oracle or their business applications on publication mode, because of legal complications. But yes, internally it is available. We can talk about it in case you say that whether these functionalities will be supported or not. But having it published officially requires some legal approvals, which is difficult, and that is the reason whether this tool or any business application, it's not available.
Fair enough. I think that was a good explanation. What we probably would do from Cigniti side at an appropriate time, we plan to do a blog in terms of sharing some of the best practices of CBTA, business cases, where is it applicable, and from a service provider standpoint, what do we see as the compelling benefits of CBTA and the pros and cons of it, which we would do while we respect the legalities associated with the SAP side of going in public. So with that said, we will take any other questions over the email. But having said that, so if I have to ask you one single thing about CBTA that you would recommend, Sumit, what is that?
Implement it. The thing is that it is an open framework. There have been SAP invested in Tau. We took the Tau out of the list, and we are all the investment is going into Solution Manager. All I can say that since SAP is sitting in the center of the strategy for most of the CIOs, we are making this, empowering it, and more of the applications will come and will be supported through CBTA. So, and CBTA is part of Solution Manager, which provides you an integrated way, like from your business requirements, translating into IT requirements, into testing, and then having change impact analysis for your patches. This is the only tool which can provide you, I would say, saving in and also providing you effective and efficient way of doing it. So simplicity is to get only one tool which can provide you some extensions to different tools in the midterm, but in long term, if you see, CBTA will be in coming days will be on its own and would be providing automation capabilities for other applications also.
Wonderful. It thus becomes a compelling business tool for automation. That's very nice of that. And just with passing thoughts, Raghu, so what do we think would be a key takeaway for anyone who wants to do test automation around the next landscape?
Process blueprint is understood. Use, of course, the DTCA component of the to structure it. That is still practices, and using CBTA that will allow you to connect between the BPCA and your regular test management sort of dashboards will help in simplifying the overall test automation approach that we would have otherwise used in the past years. So I think business blueprint modeling and using CPTA upfront right from the start, that will allow you to scale and we not have a lot of